Hello everybody and welcome again to Tutorials Point. Yes, you have read the topic right. We are going to discuss about how are you going to confidently crack your interview. That is very right. Well, confidence is something which you definitely need to have in order to crack any interview, right? And where does this confidence come from? It only comes from preparation, right? So in this video, we are going to prepare you to face your interview confidently. Let's go ahead. Okay, now as we've been discussing so many questions, which you could be faced with during your interview. So in this video also, we are going to discuss few more questions which definitely might just come your way during your interview. One of which might be, what's your dream job? Well, again, just like the strategy of any other question goes, here also the very first thing which you need to know is as to why is it that the interviewer is, asking you this question. Well, it is very, very important for the interviewer to know that this job which you applied for or the work which you would be precisely doing this organization, just in case you get selected, is it your passion or would you enjoy it? Because see, what is like if anyone just comes and asks you what's your dream job would be something which you'd really enjoy and it would just come out of your love for it, right? And that is precisely what the interviewer wants to know. The interviewer definitely should be clear about the fact that you're not there just for the sake of maybe money or any other reason, other than it being your passion, right? So here is how you're going to structure your answer. Okay, now how do you start off? If anyone just asked you what's your dream job, what is it that any person in this world would love to have in their dream job? Well, it is their passion, isn't it? Or to be more precise, it would be a skill that is their strength, isn't it? So maybe some person, there are people who probably enjoy coding, or there are people who enjoy communication, or there might be people who love analysis, so on and so forth. There is so much in this world to do, right? So when you start off answering this question, it is very important for you to start off with any strength that you have, right? So something that you really love to do and you're very passionate about it, right? So it is definitely a good idea to start off with that. But are you just going to go on and on talking about something which is not related to your current job? Well, not really, because see, I'm not saying that if probably your dream job is something completely different and if you end up doing, maybe you're doing something which is definitely not at all related to what your passion is, but just remember one thing, that every job or everything that you any job which could be a dream job definitely has a crux, right? So there is some basic, maybe you're a kind of person who loves to do a lot of brainstorming, or maybe you're a kind of person who loves to meet and explore different people, or maybe you're a person who is full of adventure and wants to always, every time in their life wants to just try different adventures, right? So there is definitely a crux of every passion, right? So you might be in a different field altogether, but that crux of it has to be the same. I'll give you a very simple example. You might want to relate to it. Let us assume some person, any particular person enjoys, craft work, or is very artistic, loves to do work which involves the usage of his or her hands and is way too artistic, right? Enjoys maybe drawing or painting or something. Maybe that is that person's passion. Now, what if, and let us assume that person is basically doing dentistry. Now, if you actually observe very carefully, both dentistry and artistry are very related. And I'll tell you how, because both of them involve creativity, right? Both of them involve creating something with your own hands. So it is precisely both of these jobs, be it painting, drawing, or be it dentistry, both of these jobs involve something to do with your hands, right? Or not just, I'm not just talking about painting. Maybe there is someone who just kind of maybe loves to do some nail art. Again, what is nail art? Nail art would also involve something that is, you are again doing something, you're creating something using your hands, right? So it's more of a skill work using your hands, right? And if you see the crux of it, the crux of dentistry is also the same. So this is how, this was just an example. I'm not saying that you're going to quote this example, but this is just an example. So for this to be prepared, you need to think about what your passion is and what is the crux of it. Or do you enjoy doing something which involves a lot of adventure? So what is it that during adventure excites you? Probably it is how you maintain your calm and you're able to very smoothly kind of sail through the toughest terrains. And how do you do that? It's not just your physical work which is involved. There is a lot that goes behind doing it, and that is keeping your brain in a very, very fit and balanced position, right? So there again, you are enjoying doing something which kind of forces you to have a very, very balanced, and which requires you to have a very, very balanced mindset, right? And now that you're a person who loves adventure, but you ended up being in maybe corporate sector. Now again, while you are working in your corporate sector, maybe you're doing any job, it requires you to have a very, very balanced mindset. It is only then that you will be able to derive the toughest results, isn't it? So now how did you end up relating? Only by knowing the crux of kind of the crux of your passion and the work that you're doing. So this is precisely what I mean. Again, I gave you two examples. It is for you to think and relate as to what is your passion and what is the work that you currently are doing, right? So when you start answering this question, you might want to start off with a skill, right? So your skill or your passion, you can just put it forward. Now going forward, talk about what intrigues you about the industry you are working in. So which precisely now you're at a stage while answering this question wherein you need to relate both your passion and the industry wherein you are working, right? Maybe the crux of both of them is the same. Maybe both of them involve innovation. Maybe both of them involve way too much of creativity. Maybe both the jobs involve you to be a very, very good manager, right? So the crux of both now is the stage wherein you have to relate to both your passion and the job or the industry wherein you are working. Okay, now going forward, how are you going to polish and finish this answer? You have to bring the focus back to the company wherein for which you are interviewing, right? So definitely the company for which you are interviewing would also have a particular particular goals or particular line which they actually work for, right? Maybe they have a particular field for which they work. So now how do you end this answer? You're going to conclude it by relating or pitching in your like or your passion or with the company that you are interviewing for, right? So now, because I love to do something which involves creativity and innovation, so I just feel that doing this particular job role would definitely kind of help me to manifest my passion quite a lot. And not just that, I feel that working here would be no less than my dream job, right? So now you were able to relate both the things. So it's not just that you just went vague for the sake of answering. You just said that, okay, this is my passion, and because this company also works in this field, so I feel that I'm the best fit. It's not just for the sake of that. You were able to derive the crux of your dream job with that of the with the goal of the company, and that is how you're gonna finish and polish and present this answer. Well, if you're able to do that, why won't you be confident? Definitely you can very, very confidently crack your interview. Okay, another very, very important question which might just come your way, and that is, what makes you unique? Now, definitely we all love praises, don't we? But still, there are times when we don't want to do it ourselves, right? So what makes you unique? Now, why has the interviewer asked you this question? Now, first of all, get this thing very, very clear in your mind that this is another chance for you to probably show the interviewer what is it that makes you to stand out compared to everyone else who's come there for that interview, right? There would be many people who would be there, probably they would have the same qualifications, same number of years of experience. Now, what makes you to stand out? Why should you be chosen? So here is your chance to prove that you are the one who definitely stands out and definitely is worth this particular job. Now, how do you start answering this question? Okay, you, as I already told you, use this opportunity to stand out from the pack. Definitely this is your chance. You definitely have a chance to prove that you are worth, and though, I mean, no matter what amount of experience or what qualifications the others have, but you are unique and you definitely are worth it. So this is your, this is your opportunity. Now you're going to back it up with an example, right? So for this again, first of all, do you even know that you are unique? Well, if you don't, pause this video, think about it. What is it that just differentiates you from everyone else? Because every person in this world is unique, that is for sure. Just that you need to chisel it out and see that. And of course, there are certain people who definitely have not seen it. They probably have not introspected and found out that what is the the unique quality that they possess, but some have. So that is the only difference. Otherwise, everyone is unique, right? So are you. So now sit, pause this video, introspect, and now you'll be able to find out, or you'll be able to derive to this. You definitely would be able to, you definitely can see as to what makes you unique, right? So now you know what quality makes you unique. So now when you know it, you definitely can. So now how do you put it forward? Well, what I definitely believe is that so and so quality makes me unique and just makes me stand out. And then you're going to back it up with an example, right? So example from your workplace, wherein because of that particular unique quality, let us assume it was, I have nerves of steel during stress situations. So I'm a person who definitely, stands very, very solid during stress. Then you can back it up. This is an example that I'm giving. Then you can back it up with, any real life situation which happened, wherein owing to this unique quality, you were able to achieve results and you were very, very successful. So that is how you're going to go forward. Now, definitely, now answering this question as easy as it seems here would not be, right? So you definitely need to practice it. So just after seeing this video, sit and think about what makes you unique or what makes you to stand out. So once you're able to find it, you have arrived in life, my friend. Yes, that is right. Then you can back it up with an example and yes, you're done. Nothing can stop you from confidently cracking your interview. That is right. So friends, these were again some important strategies which definitely can help you to be very, very confident in your interview, and definitely it can help you to be very, very successful. We will see you again in the next video. Till that time, keep learning with Tutorials Point and Tutorix. Have a good day.